Hello there, and welcome back to Syberia, the world before. I am just trying to remember. Oh yeah, we found out last that Dana Roze was pregnant by Leon, and she got sent to that sanatorium, and I think that's what we're gonna check out now. Find out about the pogroms. Oh yeah, and what's her name? Kate. For some reason, she wanted to find out a little more about the history before going to the sanatorium. So, let's do that. Wir kriegen dich, Frank Höss.
Threats, riddled with misspellings and signed Frank Huss, that member of the Brown Shadow who had it in for Leon at the refuge. Looks like he never forgave them and was after Dana during the pogrom.
Indeed, Kate Walker, but the very existence of this message could mean she wasn't home when those tragic events occurred.
Come on, Oscar, we need to find more clues.
Yeah, we will get you, it says. With a spelling mistake, obviously, like she mentioned.
So, according to that letter, Dana was supposed to stay at the sanatorium until December 1938. Looks like there were medical complications.
Oh, wrong, wrong button. Sister Magdalena, Baden Sanatorium, Ostertag. June 13th, 1938. Dear Herr Roze, please accept my heartfelt thanks for the new donation Hertzimmer made to our institution on your behalf. Therefore, it is my pleasure to inform you that Dana can remain with us until December 1938, as you asked. It is indeed the most reasonable thing to do regarding the deterioration in her health. Please rest assured that we will continue to keep good care of her. Yours sincerely, Sister Magdalena, Mother Superior of the Baden Sanatorium.
That's a good clue, I guess, but I need to find more.
There's more.
Dana's initials.
Her handkerchief. So a sanatorium, I'm not really sure about the meaning. I always thought that, but I think I'm mixing it up with like asylum. So sanatorium is not just for mental health, right? Hello? Is there no way to go here? Sanatorium is just for any kind of health issues, like going on a rehab or something? I mean, that's a question, so I am not sure. Find out about the pogrom. Okay, yeah, well, I think there's nothing on the other side of the door, so we just leave again? How are we gonna find out more, though? Maybe just asking around. It looks like we can go back up here whenever we need to. How about we ask that lady in the shop? Shop owner.
I'm sorry I couldn't help you, Fraulein.
Okay. How else am I gonna find out about the
Can't
history
leave now. There are still things to do here. It stops just before Dana left for the sanitarium, in the winter of 1937.
Maybe a journal entry? Dear Miss Foster, I was able to visit the Vaghen Music Academy thanks to the lead that Leni, the manageress of the refuge, gave me. The various testimonies I've gathered concord in showing that Miss Walker hasn't lost her habit of bending the law when it suits her. She apparently broke into a cafe on the musical square. Then, ignoring the municipal ban, she activated the automaton musicians. Even more interesting is that the witness unanimously agreed that the melody performed by the automatons provoked a marked reaction in Kate Walker. After scratching a bit deeper, I now have the certitude that this melody, which is known as the Hymn of Vaghen, is the same as the one played on Kate Walker's late mother's music box, the very one that you sent Kate in the mine. A strange coincidence, right? Maybe pity I don't believe in coincidences, though. Kate Walker headed for the Bridge of Mists in Vaghen, where once stood the childhood house of Dana Roze. That's the woman she's been searching for. I shall get along there without delay. Okay, so he's still following us, but he can't find us. And I don't know, for some reason he's slow. Slower than us, even though we are being kept busy with puzzles and stuff. But there was this one guy on the refuge, Silberspiegel, on top of the mountain. He was like observing us like a stalker or something. And we still haven't figured out who that is. And to be honest, I'm actually really curious about that. Right now? Oh, maybe here? Oh yeah, there was the book.
According to that book, the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938.
September 15th, 1935, anti-Vaghen laws are passed. March 12th, 1938, Ostertal is annexed by the Brown Shadow. November 9th, 1938, the Brown Shadow organizes a night of pogroms against the Vaghen community and especially its members living on Vaghen's Bridge of Mists. October 30th, 1943, the Allies declare that the annexion, I don't know how to pronounce it, of Ostertal in Austria will null and void. April 13th, 1945. Allied forces led by the Red Army liberate Vaghen after intensive bombing. April 28th, 1945. Ostertal's independence is proclaimed. Yeah, so that's November 9th, and Dana was there until December, so she was safe.
We're getting close, but it's not enough to draw conclusions yet.
It's not? What else? Oh, there's a corner here, but I can't get there. I don't really know where to look for more clues. Can I leave? I guess maybe I can actually just go anywhere.
It's not the time to take the tram back. There's still a lot to do here.
A lot? Are you kidding me? Okay, maybe I'll just have to get back up into her room.
The room was ransacked and pillaged. During a pogrom of the Brown Shadow, I guess. God, I hope Dana was away that day.
Oh. Okay, I just remembered that there was this memorial. And there were all the names written on it. I already looked at it, and I even looked at the names. That's why I kind of wasn't thinking about it anymore. Yeah, but I guess we can check there if her name is on there.
Ackerman, Fisher, Yorga. I can't find Dana here.
Sorry. Just had to sneeze.
Keller, Meyer, Ortel. I'm getting close. Otto, Pfeiffer. What if... Vogt, Weiss. Dana isn't mentioned here.
Yeah, so she wasn't there. We know that now.
Otto, Pfeiffer. What if...
Oh. Loma? Oh, oh, okay, so we're gonna... Oh, yeah, that took a moment. Sorry, so slow. Oh, there are some roses.
Anton and Lena Roze. Dana's parents. Oh, God. They were killed during the pogrom.
Is Dana Roze also mentioned?
It doesn't look like it, no. But I need to be sure.
Sorry.
I think that's it, Oscar. We know that the pogrom occurred at the beginning of November 1938. Dana's parents, Anton and Lena, were killed, that's certain. But Dana was supposed to be at the sanatorium back then.
Which seems to be confirmed by that message Herr Hoss left in the house, Kate Walker.
Exactly. So I guess we're done here, Oscar. Let's take the tram back to the guest house. We'll try to find that sanitarium first thing tomorrow.
Okay. Oh, I can't wait to see the sanatorium. Like I said before, I really like discovering the new locations in this game. The guest house.
So, there she is.
What?
The famous Kate Walker.
Who's that?
Sorry, what?
Dana Roze.
What? It's her? No.
I knew her very well, you know. Our Dana darling.
Blake?
Waiting for the tram, aren't you? Well, we'd be better off speaking at the guest house. I hear there's a storm coming. Pleased to make your acquaintance, Miss Walker. Colonel Blake.
Colonel Blake or Fraulein Junta?
Ah, the photographer.
Connecting the dots, are we? You're a very clever young woman. But you must be eager to know why I'm here in front of you, bearing the surname of one of Her Majesty's military officers. But here's our tram. Would you be so kind?
chasing the old people. It's funny. Because in the first two Syberia games, Kate is chasing Hans for Alberg, and he's also like old, confused guy. Yeah, when I think about it, Kate has a lot to do with elderly people. But how did Junta find us?
So, Miss Walker, you've been rather quiet. I would have thought you'd have some questions for me. No?
You mentioned the guest house. Are you that other guest I heard about?
Indeed, Miss Walker.
Oh, she's
it's actually Frau Wagner who told me about you. When she told me that you were looking for Dana, I knew I had to talk to you. Frau Wagner told me to call the academy, which I did, and the rector then redirected me towards the Bridge of Mists. And that's how I ended up wandering up and down it, asking about a mysterious American woman with a painting.
Why was she looking for us?
I read that you used your prestige as an artist to spy on the Brown Shadow for the UK before and during the war. So, what is your real name then? Junta Steinhoff or Colonel Blake?
Janice Blake is my name, Miss Walker. It's not the sort of name the Brown Shadow would have trusted, I'm sure you'll agree. So I took my mother's maiden name as an alias. Both my parents were diplomats from Austria, you see.
So you were some kind of double agent.
You make it sound more romantic than it really was, miss. But yes, I guess one could say so.
I guess you have new information about Dana for me?
I might very well indeed, Miss Walker, but what if you told me first what that little investigation of yours has dug up about Dana?
To the point. No. Let's talk a little.
I know Dana was very concerned about Leon being on the run after the death of that scientist, Herr Berger. I can't blame her. How could he survive through the winter all alone in the mountains in a strange country?
How could he? That's exactly the right question, Miss Walker. That origin expedition in Baltayar. What a mess that was.
I discovered today that Dana became pregnant that summer of 37. Leon was the father. So her parents decided to hide her in a sanatorium outside town. Which, I assume, saved her from the night of the Brown Shadow pogroms in Vaghen.
You assume right, but her parents, on the other hand,
Yes, I heard they didn't make it.
poor bastards, if you'll pardon my French.
She looks so fancy with her head.
So,
I
that's
love that.
basically all I know. Can you tell me what happened to Dana after she left for the sanatorium to have her baby?
I must confess, Miss Walker, that I was afraid you might overlook some of the painful information here, which is clearly the case.
What do you mean?
Look, I think it would be best if we stay in this carriage until the very end. I know it is an odd request to make, but you really must see this for yourself.
Well,
Until then, I recommend you look outside the window. I guarantee it'll be worth your while.
Okay. Okay, what happened? She definitely has more information than us. I mean, they were pretty good friends, I think. Junta and Dana. Oh. Oh, that's so cool. It's going through the water. I thought we were going to the guest house though. Or is it the next day already? Did I miss like something? Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like it. The creativity is great. Vaghen Island, autumn 2005.
I'm sorry, Miss Walker, but chasing you around that bridge was more exhausting than I thought.
That's okay. I can wait.
Ah, nonsense. I know how eager you are to find out about Dana. So you go first. I'll meet you at section 08. I'll come meet you there.
Section 08. Insist or leave.
Can't you just tell me what we're doing here?
I know it must seem cruel, speaking in riddles and keeping up all this mystery like a bloody fortune teller. But I promise, you must see for yourself.
So we're on an island. I don't know. Is it?
Okay then.
Is that something about terrible
And don't forget,
things
Miss,
that happen?
section 08. Find it, and I'll meet you there.
Are we on a cemetery? Are we gonna see her grave or something?
Cold as hell here.
Follow the path. Inspect. Is that the plan? Die Schwäne bitte nicht füttern. The great Vaghen swans are not only the immortal symbol of our town, they are living and fragile beings. So please do not feed the swans. Wrong and uncontrolled feeding can cause illness and be fatal to them. And that's actually true. Not just swans, ducks as well, I think. Okay, let me check. November 30th, 2005. Dear Mrs. Foster, I'm writing this addendum to my earlier report following a visit to the Bridge of Mists in Vaghen. Glad to inform you I've managed to pick up Kate Walker's trail. Apparently, she broke into what used to be the childhood home of that young woman she's been looking for, Dana Roze. Taiga, the owner of the place, was furious when I questioned her. She had explicitly refused Kate access. Not only did Miss Walker break into her premises, she also uncovered an entire hidden floor of the premises. It had apparently been walled up in haste after the bombings during the liberation of Vaghen. As for Frau Heigl, she seemed terrified at the prospect of a tax rise for the previously undeclared livable area that Kate had unblocked. But what struck me was the state of conservation of the place. This hidden floor of bygone days is where Dana Roze's childhood bedroom is located. It had remained virtually intact since the 1930s. The place did look as it had been ransacked, though most likely during the pogrom that followed the accession to power of the Brown Shadow in 1938. I also made a sad discovery about the fate of Anton and Lena Roze, young Dana's parents. They were killed during these pogroms, but the fate of their daughter remains a mystery. I now plan to go to the little island in the middle of the Dombre. That's the river that runs through Vaghen, because Kate was seen in the company of a strange old lady after her visit to the bridge. Okay. Oh, not yet. Okay, this is the way. Well, let's see where we are and what's here.
How the heck do I get myself into these situations? These ruins, they look like they're from the Middle Ages or something. There's something sinister about all this.
Have no fear, Kate Walker. The sun's setting, and you're all alone in an isolated and derelict place. Statistically speaking, it is highly improbable that you'll meet anybody, good or bad.
Thank you, Oscar, but please do me a favor. Stop trying to reassure me, would you?
As you wish, Kate Walker.
Looks like a
Grim.
cemetery. So she's dead? Oh, like, we're gonna find someone's grave. Whose is it gonna be, though?
This place gives me the creeps. Looks like... Oh, jeez.
So either we're gonna find Dana's grave now or her child's grave, maybe?
What is it, Kate Walker?
This place, it's a cemetery, Oscar. I think Dana's... Oh my god, she must have...
Don't jump to hasty conclusions yet, Kate Walker. You should try and find that spot that Colonel Blake mentioned.
Section 08. Yes, Okay, let's go. Oh my god.
Yeah, so we're supposed to find a certain grave, but we're also supposed to find the nameplate of Donas.
Section 08 is over there. I don't have time to get lost in that maze.
Is there anything that requires my assistance?
Can I write it down or something? Dana's diary?
No, I don't think so.
Maybe...
I'm gonna need you to be my eyes, Oscar.
Oh,
Will do. Just call me whenever you need directions.
oh, nice. Okay.
A cemetery? Oh my god. I need your eyes, Oscar.
All right, then.
I think Kate's here, and I think we should go straight ahead, but I think this is blocked, so we go left. Maybe?
Impossible to get through. I'll have to find a way to go round it.
This?
Impossible to read.
Oh, it's the sign.
Section D.
Oh, okay.
The inscription has faded away. Oscar?
Oh yeah, so this we went down here, now we are here. So just technically just straight ahead, but that's probably closed. And yeah, I also wanted to find the donor.
The
Something.
undertakers must store their tools in it. It needs a key. But it doesn't look that strong, though.
Okay, so that sounds like we're gonna
A
encounter
dead
some
end. I'll have to go back.
obstacles. Okay, but that's fine. Would be too easy if it was any other way.
Can you guide me, Oscar?
Reporting for duty, once again.
So now I should go to the middle here.
Section G. Ah, it's not here. I need directions.
Okay. Just looking around. Where is she going? I wanted to observe what's in the middle here. Are you serious, woman?
Impossible to get through here. Better find another way.
And I lost my...
Oscar, I'm kind of lost here.
What would she do without me?
I think I'm here. So I'll probably go around here, but I want to find that... What was it? Nameplate of Donna's.
Illegible. I need directions, Oscar.
Let's see.
This is closed. Okay, here. Should be able to go around here. Mm-hmm.
The inscription has faded away. The undertakers must have forgotten it.
We'll take it.
Seems so old. The undertakers must have forgotten it.
She doesn't want to take it. Okay. Maybe later. What's up there? Oh, is that then a nameplate?
I recognize some of the names here. Pretty interesting. But I should get back to what I was doing.
To our generous donors, Jan Auer, Isabella Ehn, Markus Fritzl, Adam Zimmer. We know this name. He was the friend of the Leni Renner. And that's it. The others I don't recognize. Okay. So now we can go straight to O, section O. And hopefully find what we're looking for. That's it already.
Anna Roze, 1938.
Oh, wait.
Gone to a better place.
Anna? Her name was Dana. That's the
Oh,
mother,
no.
right? Oh, the child? Oh my god, who is it? I forgot the names of the parents. Anna? Or is it the child? Doesn't look like the grave of a child.
What happened?
Dana's health had deteriorated at the sanatorium. Her coughing fits, the pregnancy, and all the stress about Leon being on the run out there in Baltayar. It was just too much for her to bear. The doctors had to put her to sleep before her delivery. There were complications, and when she woke up, her parents told her the terrible news.
Of the
They had
child.
already buried the baby girl.
How come the Brown Shadow didn't go after Dana? They controlled Ostertal back then, right?
Oh, they would have eventually, believe me.
And afterwards?
Dana became sterile because of the complications during childbirth. So she remained at the sanatorium a few months more. She was devastated, poor darling.
So my theory about her being
That's how she
a
survived the pogroms.
great-grandmother
Yes,
is
but that didn't mean she was safe.
probably wrong. Has to be wrong.
So what happened afterwards?
Dana lost everything. Her parents, her baby, Leon. I think she would have just given up if I hadn't been there that day. But I had to go to London. Back then, I used to get invited every year or so to all kinds of artistic events. I could then make out my report to the British Secret Service without arousing the Brown Shadow's suspicion. So I took Dana with me to save her from them.
London Foreign Office, 1944.
Dana stayed in London for about 6 years. I found her a flat and a position with my real employer, the Foreign Office.
Okay. London Foreign
She had
Office,
no
summer
family, no
1944.
friends, and in a way she had no life. She spent every minute she had in the office fighting in her own way against those who took everything from her. She went from one promotion to another, and soon she was among those in charge of coordinating all the resistance fighter groups pertaining to the different occupied countries of Europe.
All right, Dana. Focus. The Admiralty needs us to spot the enemy units on the map according to the reports they provided.
What? Use the reports to place the units on the map. Message from resistors fighters. Our scouts have confirmed that 2 tank divisions are still positioned in Belgium. Please note that another tank division left for Le Havre. 2 tanks in Belgium. Well, but there are 2 points here in Belgium. Oh yeah, because 2 tanks. 2 tanks, Le Havre here. Tank. SOE report. Special Operation Executive. Report of Agent BJB on mission censored. Investigation on enemy units, movement, and SAM, surface to air batteries positioned. French western coast situation. 2 SAM batteries have been spotted towards Dover. A tank division is leaving Cherbourg to reach the SAM battery near Brest. The SAM battery near Ken is still active. Okay. 2 SAM towards Dover. SAM. But I can't choose the SAM again. 2 SAM have been spotted towards Dover. A tank division is leaving Cherbourg to reach what? Near Brest. Tank Cherbourg to go to Brest. And the SAM battery near Ken is still active. A submarine is still positioned in the North Sea. Oh no, submarine, not SAM. Two of the 3 submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea have left for Cherbourg. 2 of the 3 submarines, so 1 is in the Celtic Sea and 2 at Cherbourg. Submarine left Cherbourg to meet with the one positioned near Brest in the North Atlantic Ocean. So 1 in Brest and 1 left Cherbourg. That's it? No, that's not it. Yeah. I think there's something missing in Dover because it said 2 SAM. 2 SAM batteries have been spotted towards Dover. French western coast situation. Oh. French western coast, so I guess they are here still and they're heading towards Dover. Or not? Something's wrong. Okay, again. 2 tanks in Belgium. And another tank left for Le Havre. 2 tanks in Belgium. And 1 tank left for Le Havre. SAM battery. 2 SAM batteries spotted towards Dover. Yeah, that's the problem because I don't know. I'm not sure about this one. A tank division is leaving Cherbourg to reach the battery near Brest. Cherbourg. Oh, it's leaving Cherbourg. Okay, so maybe SAM here. Wait. There's Sammy. I put a tank there. Maybe... Leaving Cherbourg to reach the SAM battery near Brest. Leaving her. So it should be actually closer. No, what, a tank? God, tank division. Jeez. Tank here, and then this one. Yeah. And then this one is gone. The SAM battery near Ken is still active. The SAM battery near Ken. Yeah, that's this one here. And submarine is still positioned in the North Sea. Yeah, that one was easy. We have North submarine, yeah. 2 of the 3 submarines positioned in the Celtic Sea have left for Cherbourg. So 1 is still in the Celtic Sea, 2 have left for Cherbourg. Yeah. Looks right. A submarine left Cherbourg to meet with the one positioned near Brest in the Netherlands. So one is near Brest and the other one left Cherbourg. Okay, well, but it can be on the mainland, right? So in the North Atlantic. Okay, so I see this here. We need a submarine. Come on. Still not right. But this is Irish Sea. That's like too far away. It's not the Celtic Sea anymore. I don't know. Looks right to me. Well, let's read something first. Vaghen, 5th September 1937. I can only say that so much has changed since that memorable evening at the refuge when I first met Leon. This past summer by his side has been like living in a dream, such a sweet interlude. Vaghen, September 6, 1937. I finally went to say goodbye to Leon. Such a terrible separation. Can't write anymore. Damn the Brown Shadow and Frank Hess for putting us through this heartache just to satisfy his revenge. Vaghen, September 14th, 1937. Last night I saw Junta, that's the filmmaker, and Leon's friend I met last summer at the refuge. I can't think why such a well-known and free-minded figure should want to bother with an 18-year-old girl like me. Sorry, she's probably just honoring the promise she made to Leon about watching over me, isn't she? Although I must say she does seem sincere. Maybe we're simply becoming friends. But that's not all. Junta gave me a letter from Leon. The origin expedition he went with has arrived in Kantar, the capital of Baltaya. As long as he's there, we can write to each other. Leon will send his letters to Junta, who will pass them discreetly to me to avoid any, let's say, awkward questions that my parents might ask about where the letters come from and, above all, about the sender. Vaghen, September 21st, 1937. So excited. Saw Junta again today. She gave me another letter from Leon. Apparently, Herr Berger, the expedition chief, is being really horrible to him, and yet Berger knows full well Leon was forced into accompanying the expedition. But Leon makes Kantar and Baltaya seem so wonderful. I would love to go there with him, running across a land of dreams. Christmas seems so far away. I just can't wait to see him again. So much so that I'm even willing to accept that stupid nickname he gave me. He uses it all the time. He uses it in all his letters anyway. Then Leon wrote of the imminent departure of the Origin expedition from Kantar. They aim to head out for the wilderness of the high plateau of Baltaya to pursue their search for the abominable snowman. But worst of all, he says he won't be able to write to me. He says that Yetis don't have a postal service. Not funny. Anyway, I hope everything goes well for him. Vaghen, October 14th, 1937. I must admit, I'm a bit worried, dear diary. It's been weeks since I last heard from Leon. I knew he wouldn't be able to write once he headed out for the high plateau, but I didn't realize they were supposed to stay there for so long. I wonder what's keeping them. Vaghen, October 21st, 1937. Still no news from Leon. It's making me feel physically nervous. I keep getting these horrible nightmares of Leon being attacked by ferocious snow creatures. I was sick this morning when I woke up, and I keep getting this oppressed feeling as if my lung affliction is back. My teachers at the academy find me distracted. I really need to get a hold of myself. Junta is going to stop by to see me at the academy after my lesson. With a little luck, she'll have some good news. Well, yeah, I kind of forgot about reading the diary. Okay, so I'm gonna try to figure this out, and then hopefully I can progress.
Looks like I made a mistake on the map. Looks like I've pinned too many... That's it, I guess. Junta!
Dana, darling, you can use my real name here, you know.
Sorry, but I just can't get used to it. For me, you'll always be Ginger Junta.
Charming. I'm sure I have Lenny to thank for that, hmm? You were always too soft on that little brat.
Maybe. I guess. Anyway, what are you doing here? So glad to see you.
Only doing my duty, Dana, darling. A gallery invited me for a conference, so I jumped at the occasion to report back to our superiors. But it might be the last time for a while, I'm afraid. It's getting very hard to leave the occupied territories, even for a famous so-called pro-brown shadow artist like me. Anyway, how have you been since my last visit?
We're gonna be honest.
Well, with Leon being missing and probably lying dead somewhere in Baltaya for the past 7 years, and what happened to my parents, you know how I feel. But it's all beginning to feel like a dream, Junta. A distant dream. Especially her. And I don't want it to, you know, I don't want her, my sweet Anna.
Maybe they lied to
Just
her
fade away.
because she wasn't conscious.
I'm sorry, Junta, but could we please change the subject?
Maybe
Of
they
course,
just took
darling.
away the child, got
What is it?
rid of it, and then
More
told
work
her
for
she
you,
died.
actually.
Oh?
Yes. The Allies need someone for an operation with the Resistance in occupied territory, and they think it should be you. But truth be told, Dana, I'm not sure that's such a good idea.
Why not? I did volunteer for field operations. They've trained me a lot for that.
I know, Dana, but this operation will happen in Ostertal, right next to Vaghen, actually.
I see.
Look, you don't need to answer me this minute. And no one would blame you if you declined the mission. We all know you don't only have happy memories of Vaghen. You still have time to think it over.
But before you give your final answer, they need you to identify the resistance group that will execute the operation. It's all explained here. And of course it's all top secret stuff. So you must cross-reference the documents right here in this room. You'll have to use that thing over there.
But I don't know how to use it.
I'm sure that's easy for you. You have such a clever mind, my little virtuoso. I'll see you later.
Well, let's get cracking then.
Well, there's another puzzle ahead, I guess. And I'm gonna solve it. But for now, I'm gonna end this episode here. So, thank you all for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one.